So hello everyone and welcome to yet another full day of eating. So it's been a couple of months since I've done one of these, and of course judging by the size of me number one, but also the views on previous full days of eating number two, a lot of you are curious as to what the vanilla gorilla puts in his mouth on a daily basis in order to be able to get this big. So without further ado, I'm going to get into meal number one. I've already done a boxing session quite early this morning, I might add. I've had two monsters down the hatch. The remnants of one is in my hand right here, so that hasn't been unfortunately recorded, but this meal will be. Eggs, I think they're battery farmed, hopefully, because they're fucking cheaper. But also, we're gonna roll with I wish it was the fucking chocolate cake, but it's not. That's for my sister's birthday. We have some Galti traditional rashers. Come on, you piece of shit. Whenever I'm recording my eggs, I can never make them look aesthetic. I was just like, break in the pan, the yolk goes all over the shop. I'm gonna try and make these eggs the most aesthetic eggs that I've recorded for a YouTube video yet. There's a guy who told me that these cause cancer, so he said instead the best thing you need to do is go to a butcher, ask for the fat off the meat, oil the fat so that it melts, and then use that to grease the pan. Look, if it takes a couple of years off my life, the convenience of it is 100% worth it. It's the awkward moment where I've greased up the pan, but the pan's not hot enough to crack eggs. I'm just gonna chill here for a bit. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Stop fucking spreading on the pan. That wasn't me. So it's looking more promising right now. So at least the yolks are consistent. It's not spreading too much over the pan. Just gonna put the cover on it now and see if they come out pretty pristine. I fucking hate about recording full days of eating. I mean, I love recording full days of eating. Anyway, I would usually just, while things are cooking, like here, just graze on shit like fucking butter biscuits or whatever. But then I reach for them and I go, if I eat that, I'm going to have to record it. And then I feel pure guilty, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going to eat it. I'm just going to wait like a normal human being for my food to be ready. Look, they're not perfect, but I don't think those eggs are looking too bad. Yes, I did eat the fatty bits off the rasher because I'm a fat cunt. But overall, it's definitely a much better showing than I think the last eggs that I made. So here we have the entirety of meal number one. So we have like these bread buns, really, really fucking nice. They're like pure soft. We have some rashers on top of eggs, washed down with a coffee, and the creme de la creme sweet chili sauce. Bon appetit. So I'm not currently tracking my calories, although I took like a physique update yesterday and I noticed that I had a load of fat sitting on my lower back. So I might do it again and do like a short and sweet, like 2 or 3 week cut. But when it comes to most of the time, I'm just kind of focusing on my protein intake. If I get a little bit fat, if my weight increases over time, I'll cut back on the amount of food that I'm consuming or snacking that I'm doing. But I would guesstimate that this meal here, so about 4 eggs, 3 rashers, probably going to be in the region of about 40 grams of protein, give or take. I basically just go off that.
You're gonna die never even trying to reach your full potential. And how's that gonna feel?
My stomach's so sore.
What?
Fucking egg pack on me.
Hello everyone, update on today's vlog. So myself and my sister, whose birthday it was yesterday, everyone in the comments say happy birthday Fiona, we're on the way to the good food outlet to pick up an energy drink, even though I've had 2 monsters, 1 coffee before we hit, well, I hit a back and boys session. We're meeting her boyfriend and my friend Shane at the gym, and he's going to probably join in with my session.
Isn't that nice to talk to me?
Sure. I'm not sponsored by My Protein, but this is the best tasting clear whey that I've had. So what we picked up, toffee apple clear whey isolate, peanut butter and jelly bar, chicken curry for later, because I cannot be fucking arsed to cook. I also got one of these Fury caffeine shots because I'm pretty much all energy drinked out of it from my 2 cans of Monster today. So I said I'd get a nice and handy 200 additional milligrams of caffeine down the hatch. I wasn't gonna do a protein bar review because that's James Doyle's thing. It's grenade, peanut butter and jelly. I was pleasantly surprised when I bit into it, not expecting to do a review, but I felt compelled to take out the camera and tell you just how good it is. I'm open to a grenade sponsorship, by the way. It tastes like a protein Turkish delight.
Oh, yeah.
Shane, I got you something.
Hey, you didn't just hand this to me.
No, definitely not. I definitely didn't just hand it to him and say hand that back so I can get it on camera. Tommy Fording kid, knock the head off Jake Paul.
Oh.
Alright Shane, you ready? We have to cheers. Why is the light so bad? I look super white.
Here, son, make Sean more time there, will you? Oh, he needs UV sleeves.
That takes my total caffeine intake for today up to at least 700 milligrams. Here outside the infamous monster. Mate, get out. Who asked you to be in the video?
You.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to vlog! Alright, so what we're going to do, if you can see here, the Fitness app, put up a pull session from this app. There's me, the man himself. Who's that handsome gentleman? Who's that even handsomer gentleman? Derek. So the pull session that we're going to follow here, as demonstrated by this handsome gentleman in the blue beater, is going to start off overhand chest supported row, single arm dumbbell row, neutral grip lat pull down, face pull, standing alternating dumbbell curl, and then a rope hammer curls. How many reps are we doing?
8 to 10.
Oh, are you the app guy? Cheers, thanks. So some randomer figured out that the workout we're doing is one on the app, and she's just decided to jump in on our set.
Cloud chasers, huh?
People don't want to pay for anything these days, even though it's a very, very reasonable 40 quid, $39.99 every month for everything and more that you could expect from online coaching.
Less than a can of Monster.
Just less than half the price of a can of Monster per day.
You can sign up twice.
Yeah, I get a whole 2 memberships. Whoosh. Second exercise on my very own Fitness app is going to be single arm dumbbell row, 8 to 10 reps per arm. Not really a very favourite exercise of mine, but along with a barbell row, T-bar row, it's been a pretty decent staple for building up my upper back. I say 40 kilos, dude. Was this you? Shame. Oh, sorry. Hadn't got a very firm grip of the dumbbell there. It was like my fingers holding onto it. So that's the reason I was only able to get 12 reps. 2 more reps or you're what? Wow. I honestly don't know how people don't train to failure. How you can come in. It's why I could never be a powerlifter. Coming in and actually ending a set with 2 or 3 repetitions left. Fucking come in, go balls to the wall. You do that, your gains will skyrocket. Three more reps or my exercise. Hate that bitch.
What's your accent?
You wouldn't know her. I shifted her at Irish College.
Oh, from Limerick now.
No, she's from Sligo.
Sligo.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have met her.
What was her name?
Karen
Last name?
from Irish College. I'm imagining there's a mirror there and that I am C-bum and the whole gym has gone silent as he takes off his pump cover. Get a video of me putting on the weights, will you? Make sure my biceps in it, like. Yeah? I'm still in puberty, man. What am I, the app guy? I swear to God, U2 automatically comes on my phone at the most inconvenient of times, especially getting set up for one balls to the wall last set of fucking lat pull downs. They are the worst thing to happen to Apple iPhones since removing the headphone jack. Excuse me? This exercise is the only time you're gonna see me on one knee. I mean, it's the only time you'll see me on one knee, but not the only time you'll see me on two knees. It's a pray, of course, yes, every Sunday. Not like sucking cock or anything like this, not what it was. Sorry, I need to get a better grip of these. Oh yeah, it's much better. 8, 9, 10. Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump.
The exercise makes you look like small.
Tall.
No, small.
Oh.
Like as in, like, recording from the back and it's just like, hey, who's this little boy?
Well, that's the last time I'll do that exercise, isn't it? People are going to think I've gyno when I just have massive sausage nipples, so I have to flick them before I do a set to prove that I don't. Piss of shit. Can't do that pose for shit. Second bicep exercise, sixth and final exercise of the session is going to be a rope hammer curl. I have a preference for a rope hammer curl, again, not because it looks like I'm wanking off two penises. Why do you have to make everything sus? Right, I'm leaving it at 2 sets for biceps per exercise just for this session because my biceps were spasming long before this session began and they're already fucking wham, so no need to do any more. Let's get out of this gaff. Freeze is the worst store in Ireland. I've never successfully gone in here and bought anything, yet I'm somehow getting roped to going in. Hey, you're some helmet kid.
Make sandwiches out of the bacon.
Will I eat your dinner so, man?
Make sandwiches out of the bacon. Don't bother, I'll eat it myself.
Mam's upset because I won't eat the bacon and cabbage that she cooked yesterday. Instead, meal number 1 is going to be a chicken curry that I got from the Good Food outlet. How does that make you feel, ma'am? A chicken curry from the Good Food outlet, so it's about 44 grams of protein, 416 calories or so. That should bring my total intake, I assume off the top of my head today, in 12 to 1500 calories. So as I said, not tracking calories, don't really know what I'm consuming. If I'm gaining weight, I know I'm eating too much. If I'm losing weight, I know I'm eating too little. But if my body weight is staying consistent and I'm not gaining too much additional fat, well then I know that my calories are at a good spot. So said I'm going to be fully transparent today, so Anya so kindly gave me one of her nutty nougat bars, so I'm going to snack on that while I wait for my chicken to cook. Huh? Nougat. Oh, are they yours?
Fiona's for her birthday.
So they're for me. She's going for dinner now, which means that we're not going to get to eat that.
We are, because we were supposed to eat it last night, so we need to start eating it. She can cut it now.
I agree. Nice one, Mares. I don't know if I could possibly have any more.
Is there a marshmallow on that one?
Rats. So, no cap, I'm low-key starting to question my career as a fitness trainer, online coach, and even starting to question how the fuck I'm in the shape that I'm in. Meal number 3 after a starter of, you know, shaving a little bit off the big chocolate cake inside and eating multiple pieces that it's probably the equivalent of eating 2 or 3 big massive slices, but in my own head I'm eating just a little bit. Meal number 3 is legit a breaded chicken sandwich. Yeah, so if you haven't known by now why I don't have a cookbook, this is the exact fucking reason. It's relevant because I'm someone who eats for fucking simplicity. I look at a meal and I go, is this offering me minimum 30 grams of protein? And if it is, I'll generally fucking eat it. So when I look at a meal, I don't necessarily look at like taste, cuisine, texture. I literally just look at, does it give me protein? Yes. Well then it's a good meal. A little bit embarrassing, but it gets the job done, and who can complain when you have the results that I do? Just before I go and I stuff my face with a second helping of chocolate cake, I want to show you and introduce you to the winner of the first ever Fitness app challenge. So his name is Daniel, and he's done an incredible job to lose
about 2 stone in just about 6 weeks time. So he's done an incredible job. But alongside this, Daniel has been uploading daily TikTok vlogs of everything he was doing, the meals he was consuming, the exercise he was doing. So here's his before picture. A couple of weeks later, this is how he was looking. So you can quite clearly see lost a lot of weight around that midsection area. I think just in general his torso and whatever has quite clearly leaned up. Congrats to Daniel. Daniel is the winner of the €2,000 cash prize. I will be delivering that to him in person. I want to print off one of those big massive novelty checks. This is not by any stretch of imagination going to be the only challenge running on the Fitness app. There's one launching very soon, which is going to be a little bit longer than 4 weeks, but the prizes are going to be bigger and better than ever. So make sure in the lead up to summer, follow in the footsteps of Daniel here and countless others within the app who have had their own incredible physical and mental transformation. So I'm going to leave the link to the app in the description. Get training, get programming from me, be able to jump on group Zooms with me each and every week, get weekly check-ins, weekly email check-ins, and ongoing email support along with many very neat features. Good night. Full frontal, I was feeling a little bit embarrassed earlier about my breaded chicken sandwich and the fact that prior to that I'd eaten so much chocolate cake that I physically felt sick. I was going to treat myself, and if I wasn't recording I probably would have gone back for a second helping of chocolate cake, but I'm someone who wants to set a solid example. Being a fitness trainer, a fitness coach, how would it look if I was here like Augustus Gloop fucking stuffing his face with chocolate? What's the fat guy in Mrs. Trunchbull? You know the fucking kid I'm talking about. So I had to finish it off with something positive. I went with fat-free Greek-style Greek yogurt that went off on the 13th of February. Apparently, if you leave it go off by about 10 days, it like starts to ferment, and hence the Greek yogurt. Although it might smell a lot worse, it becomes higher in protein. There's banana, strawberry, grape, and 2 scoops of that toffee apple clear whey protein. I'm going to end the video here. Not the greatest or the strongest or indeed the healthiest full day of eating by any stretch of the imagination. To be honest, it's kind of been indicative of my eating habits generally up until now. Just goes to show you how simple it is to get into really good shape. So the contents of my diet are many days not the best or indeed as healthy or as vibrant or as nutritious as you would come to expect. But it just goes to show you the importance of calorie management, of hitting your protein intake, and those are 2 things depending on what my goal is at any one point in time, whether it's bulking and me eating more calories, whether it's cutting and me eating less. Those are 2 things that I've managed very well over the last number of years. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you took a thing or 2. I'm sure you probably didn't take too many fucking recipes or meal ideas from it, but nonetheless, as always, I do really appreciate if you could drop it a like. Even more appreciated if you could drop it a subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.